Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Xandii Jamell, and today I have the introduction for my Pan That Palette 2020. Now, to begin, it's gonna be a surprise because I could not decide on which palette to use. I was torn in between two, so I decided to just go ahead and pan both of them. Yeah, so the first one is gonna be my Nubian 2 from Juvia's Place, and this is what we're starting out with right now. So this one has, you know, huge dips, and I already hit pan on it, and this is one of the oldest palettes in my collection, and I really wanted to hit pan on it, but I felt like with all the progress that I'm already starting with, that's not really like, it's not really a challenge for me. But I did wanted to push myself to use this more, which is why this will be one of the palettes that I will be panning. So we're in February and I'm just now starting this, so I'm a little late to the party, but it's cool. So I already hit pan on that one, so that's like whatever, because I hit pan on that like months ago. But my monthly goals for the next month, I want to try to hit pan in Madagascar, which is that one right here. And I want to try to really work on the shade Ya. So those will be my goals moving forward. Sorry, for the next month. So by the next time I come with the update, I want to hit pans on those two shades. And yeah, I just felt like it was time for this. And this palette, it's so beautiful. It has really great quality. I was able to hit pan on Kenya like a while ago because I used that as a contour and for bronzer, because I couldn't really find, you know, contour and bronzers for my shade, for my skin tone complexion. This was before, you know, Fenty and all the other companies released their bronzers and whatnot. But yeah, I want to hit pan on those two shades. And for Kenya, let's give it about like 2 months for me to completely finish it. For my goal for 2020 for this palette is to completely finish Kenya. I want to hit pan, I would say all shades, but I feel like, I don't know if that's doable. Can I do it, you guys? Yeah, I want to finish Kenya, and I want to hit pan in all of these shades. Now, I don't want to completely finish it. I just want to hit pan in all these shades and finish Kenya. So those are my goals for, that's one of my goals for my first Pan That palette. My second Pan That palette is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remaster palette. There you go. I love this palette so much that I don't use it. You know how people have products and they're like, oh, I love it so much, I want to keep it forever. That's how I feel about this palette, but I felt like that's not healthy and it doesn't make sense because I spent money on it. This palette does retail for $65. However, I did get it on sale 2 years ago on Black Friday for like 40 something. This past Black Friday in 2019, they had it on sale for like 25, was it? Like $26, you guys. And I want to get the Desert Dust one, but I had this one. So this will be the intro. I apologize if I'm talking too fast, you guys. I don't know, I just have a lot to say and I want to get my words out. So there's like no dips. Well, there's dips, but there's like no pans in this whatsoever, so I'm like really starting fresh. Now, another reason why I thought it would be great to pair these two together, because these mattes, I feel like it's going to take me no time to pan these, because you really see progress right then and there. After like the first time I used it, I was like, oh, let me like take it easy on this. And I'm not heavy-handed or anything when it comes to like my you know, my application and whatever. And these mattes, they're so beautiful. This palette is just gorgeous. It's one of my favorite palettes, and it's one of my most expensive palettes, even though I got it on sale. And I just love it. But anyways, let's get into goals for next update. So my goal for the next update, I want to kind of I want to hit pan in this one, Man Eater. because as you can see, it has quite a nice dip in there. I really want to focus on hitting pans in the mattes because I just feel like it'll be easier. But I also want to hit pan on... No. Okay, so for the next update, I think that's my only goal, is to hit pan on Man Eater. Now, holistically, for the whole 2020, I want to hit pan on all the mattes, like all of them. And I want to hit pan on the shade Dubai and the shade Trust Fund. I'm not really a gold person, so maybe I'll push myself to hit a shade on this one, the 24 karat gold one. No, sorry, this one, the 24 karat gold one. And yeah, and these shades, they better apply with your finger, and I just feel like that would be best for me too, the pan, because you know, with your finger, you don't take a lot of product, in my opinion, but I don't know, you can get a good layer. And I'm not like trying to cheat or anything, but I'm just trying to, you know, I'm just saying like what works better for the product. Even Huda Beauty herself said they are better, you know, applied with like your fingers. So yeah, so this palette has 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 3 times 6 18 shades. This palette has 18 whole shades, you guys, and I'm so excited of all the progress of all the progress that I will make. I'm speaking of now, I'm gonna make progress, way more progress than I did last year. Last year was but I'm just trying to be better in 2020. I like this palette because you can create every look, like a night look, special occasion look, everyday look, a nice special, I don't know, fancy look. You could get fancy with this palette. It's just for everything. So I tend to use this like a lot, and plus I love it. And I don't know, I just think it's crazy like how some people, including myself, we have these beliefs like, oh, I love it so much, let me not touch it. And it's like, that's how I felt for this palette. Like ever since I got it, I was like, it's so beautiful, it's so precious, let me just keep it there, you know, not touch it. But no, we're gonna destroy this, and by destroy this I mean we're gonna hit some pans in this. So I'm really, really excited. I'm really looking forward to this one and this one, because this was neglected so much in my collection, you guys. And we're gonna go back to this. I just love the palette. These mattes in here, they're so beautiful, they're so blendable. And I've always said Juvia's Place, they're just not consistent when it comes to their formulas, but they're early on palettes like this palette. These two, I love these mattes, including this one too. This could also be used as a blush, but I'm only using my eyeshadows on my eyes. I know, well, instead of this one, that's the only one I'll be using on my face. I know some people, they use like blushes, they use certain shades as their blushes, or to, you know, set their brows, or for other stuff, or inner corner highlight, whatever. I don't even do that. But no, these shades will be used for my eyes, with the exception of the Kenya shade. Excuse me. But but yeah, it's time for me to like really get into this and use it, because I've neglected it so much, and probably because it was one of my favorites too. See, I have a bad habit of that, just like, I don't know, neglecting my favorites because I don't want them to go, but they gotta go sometime. We can't keep them forever, right? So that is my intro. I wanted to keep it nice and cute and quick for you. I do intend on having monthly updates instead of bi-monthly updates like I did last year. Yeah, I just want to be more consistent and just, you know, really push myself to use it. And you guys, don't be scared to hold me accountable and be like, hey, where's the video? Where's this? Where's that? I do really want to push myself to be consistent, not only in content, but like just with my Pan That palette for 20, because I want there to be significant, ooh, I said that wrong. I want there to be significant progress in what you can see from now until December 31st of 2020. My certain challenges that I think I'll have while panning this palette will probably be, this shade, Zuri. These shades, it's very beautiful. Oh, they're so nice and creamy and buttery, you guys. Let me swatch it for you. These shades, I don't normally reach for. I don't know, I just don't reach for them, but I think that will be like my main struggle is using it. And of course this one too, because I don't really go for the gold. So maybe I could create a nice look where I just, you know, what I did with my last palette for like 2019. I did a lot of mixing the shimmer shades and it came out beautiful. So I need to go ahead and push myself to do that. But yeah, it's mainly, I think I'll have the most difficulties, or the biggest challenge I would say will be the shade Zuri, the shade Nefertiti, and the shade Nairobi, but I'm gonna push myself to use them. Also the shade Layla, it doesn't really appeal to me, like it's just whatever, but I plan on using that like as a crease shade, because these shades, they're so very blendable and creamy. You could use the shimmer shades just all over the lid and create a nice, beautiful, cohesive look. So I do plan on doing that. So I have some plans in the work to get me through this. I've been like really thinking about it. So yeah, those are the main challenges I think I'll have with this palette. But other than that, I'm prepared to use it and to have some fun with it. Now back to the Huda Rose Gold Remaster palette. Biggest challenges. I think the biggest challenge I'll probably have is using this doll face color, this pink. I could use it as a transitioning shade, but I don't know if I'll do that. Like I had a pink in my last palette and I barely touched it. So that's probably gonna be a challenge for me. I just have to really push myself to use that. Oh, and the gold, of course, because I don't know. I feel like golds look nice on me, but I don't. This is beautiful, let me swatch it. But I don't really tend to go for the golds. I have so many of them and they're like all the same. There's no special gold. And this may sound, I don't know, out of pocket or something, but I feel like golds are basic to me. And it's so funny because when you think of basic shadows, you don't think of gold shadows. But for me, like golds are so basic. I don't touch any of my gold shadows like in any of my palettes. Not even like my Magic palette or my Alien palette. What other palettes do I have golds in it? Golds are just like, I don't know, they're just unappealing to me. So that's going to be a challenge I have right there. Another challenge, I think that's about it. So those will probably be my struggle shades. So I have to really push myself to use those. I did not use any of them on my eyes today. I used something else, but I'm gonna, you know, be creating looks and everything and tutorials, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, I just wanted to come in here and introduce my Pan That Palette 20 and why I chose them, and I look forward to it. And I would suggest if you're doing a palette, Pan That Palette 20, try to choose something interesting. Don't choose a basic palette, so you'll get tired of it. But with this, I don't think I'm gonna get tired of these. In fact, I'm looking forward. I can't wait to use these because I'm interested. Today's February 13th, so I'm gonna come back March 13th and we'll see how good I did. So yeah, so the challenge is on. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and if you like panning videos, please subscribe. Also, don't be afraid to leave a comment, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye!